Today I'm going to be showing you how to make date and almond butter balls. Warning, these are addictive. They are super duper tasty. So what do you need? Let's have a little look at the ingredients. 3 teaspoons of goji berries, 15 medjool dates with the stones removed, 4 dessert spoons of almond butter, 4 dessert spoons of coconut oil, 3 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, 1 teaspoon of matcha powder, 2 tablespoons of almond milk, and about 300 grams of desiccated coconut. Now, when I say about 300 grams, you'll understand what I mean when I come to the end, because basically you're going to be rolling the balls in it, so it's a really rough estimate, but about a cupful. So the first thing you do is you blitz up your goji berries and your medjool dates in a food processor. This bit is the trickiest bit because it can get a little bit gloopy and a little bit sticky. So sometimes you have to sort of stop and start, get a spoon and sort of separate it a little bit. So don't be alarmed if this happens with you. It's completely normal. Well, I don't know if it's completely normal in cooking, but it's completely normal in this house. Okay, once you've done that, doesn't look very attractive, you basically add the rest of the ingredients apart from the almond milk and the desiccated coconut. Oh, please work. Oh no, I think it's broken. No, it's not working. Really annoyingly, tonight when I started making this started to smoke. Hold that thought. Really interesting development. As I went into the cupboard, I realised I'm clearly having a senior moment. It's not a Nutribullet that I have used to do this. It is in fact a mini food processor, which I do have, I just completely forgot. Which will explain why my poor Nutribullet is going, "What is going on?" and has decided to burn out. Shall we try that again? If this was a TV show...
Wait, don't we need to put the blender in?
Pardon?
The thing which blends up first. Did you?
It's been a very long day.
Is it in the cupboard?
I don't know where it is.
Wait, what?
Where would it be? Why is it not in the thing?
Oh, wait, these could be somewhere here.
No, they're just cookie cutters.
Yeah, occasionally see that. Oh, the apple slice is still here.
I don't need an apple slicer, I need a blender blade. Oh, what is going on? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Where has it gone? Where has it gone? Right. One moment. Where would it be? Can I just look in this bottom drawer?
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is. Found it! Right. Okay, and this is what I was looking for. We have 2. I don't know why we have 2.
Well, I'm not sure we're complaining.
Right. Should we do this again? Before I do anything, I'm going to make sure. For some reason we have 2. I don't know why. Here's a top tip. I find it very useful to use the blades of a food processor rather than just the plastic bowl. I got a bit in here in the poor old burnt out Nutribullet. I'm really sorry, Nutribullet. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought I had done this in you. Clearly haven't. It tastes lovely. Okay. Please work. Please work. Now add a little bit of the milk just to give it a little bit more moisture. Just keep adding it little bit by bit. actually frightened to look. I'm only kidding. It actually looks how it should. Now, that looks gross. It looks completely gross, but it's so tasty. Take the mixture out of here, out of the food processor, and I just put it into a bowl because it just sort of makes it easier to get your hands into it. There we go. Literally just, that is basically, it is chocolatey, datey yumminess. You can actually really smell the chocolate. It's so nice. Right, so now you have your really attractive looking mixture of all the dates and the goji berries and everything else. And the next thing that you're going to do is roll in desiccated coconut. Now, if you wanted to add a little extra flavour to it, what you can do is spread the desiccated coconut onto a baking sheet and just bake in the oven really quickly, or even just put it into a dry frying pan. What it does is it just sort of adds to the coconutty flavour, if you like. I'm not going to do that because I'm very slowly losing the will to live, what with all the mishaps that I've had. So I'm just going to do it the normal way. So this is what you do. Take your eventually mixed ingredients, roll it into the size of a ball, about the size of a ping pong ball. And then you just literally just roll it up into the desiccated coconut. Now, you don't have to do this, but I quite like it. I let them just sit in on a plate or in a Tupperware container of desiccated coconut, because then it just, I don't know, it just sort of keeps the coconutty flavour in, really. And this is pretty much it. I have made this look a lot more difficult than it really is. I have to admit. It is actually very easy. I think you're right. And once you've put the balls into the fridge, because that's where they sort of set, otherwise they'll stay a little bit gooey. You can then keep them in a Tupperware container and they will last for ages. That's a lie, actually. They barely even last the evening because we just eat them all.